I'm Dina Yoy with Hope for Hurting Parents. I'd like to talk to you today about self-care. During this season of COVID-19, we have so much going on. Everything's so different, everything's changed. And I know some of you, your children are in your home, and that makes things even more stressful. Maybe they didn't live with you before the lockdown and the shelter in place, and you allow them to come be with you so they'd be safe. Maybe they've been with you all along because they're teenagers, but the stress is beginning to get to everyone. Self-care was such an important part of my husband and my recovery, and one of the first things that we did was we found a support group. We had no idea how vital this would be to our return to sanity and finding peace. We didn't know anyone we could talk to when this happened to us. No one else in our sphere or circles of friendships had anything like what we were experiencing going on with one of their children. And so we didn't really have anyone we could talk to, and not knowing anything about addiction or mental illness, we didn't even know where the resources were. So we asked around, and we finally found Al-Anon, and that was wonderful. And we found another group for parents who had experienced any kind of sexual abuse or trauma with one of their children. And that group was led by a therapist, and we went every week for a year. And those things just helped us so much, just being with other people who understood, who didn't think less of us, who were going through something similar. Didn't have to be the exact same thing, but we felt safe and accepted. We felt free to be honest and real and talk about what we were feeling, our fears, just everything that we couldn't really share with anyone else, because they would be kind and thoughtful, but they didn't really understand. And it was so different when we were with people who really got it. So I would encourage you to find a support group. And I know most are meeting online right now. Some are starting to meet in person again. But there are a lot of wonderful online groups out there. As a matter of fact, Hope for Hurting Parents just started our first online support group. And you can find it on our website at hopeforhurtingparents.com. And we have a separate category under resources for parents. There's support groups, and then there's online groups. And you might even want to start one of those, and we'd be happy to help you. But anyway, self-care is right at the top of the list, or rather support groups is right at the top of the list of self-care. Next would be things like really taking care of you, getting adequate rest, taking a nap during the day if you feel the need, if it's possible with your work and home situation, even just 15 minutes. Eating healthy, drinking plenty of water. It's just the basic things. Seeing a doctor. If you haven't been to a doctor in over a year, go get a checkup. Sometimes there's things going on and we just let them go because we're so focused on our child, and we're the last one that gets any attention. And there might be neglected health issues that if we take care of them, we're going to feel a lot better. Another thing that might not even be on your list is make time for fun. I know it sounds crazy because we felt that it was when it was first suggested to us, because we struggled to even smile or laugh. It just felt wrong, and we were in so much pain in the early years. We were grieving so much that to laugh, we didn't even know if we could laugh again. And having fun, wow, I didn't feel like it, first of all. But slowly we made ourselves just simple things, going out for dessert, meeting with friends just to play a game, going for a bike ride, going to a movie. I know everything's different now, but there are still things that we could do. And it helps to lighten your spirit. You're not focused so much on everything that's wrong, how bad you feel. So make time for fun. Another thing is to do what refreshes you. Can you remember what those things are? Make a list. Do you like to read? Do you like to garden? Do you like to go to museums? They will open again eventually. Listening to certain types of music. I love classical music. When I'm really struggling, I like music with no words. I also love praise and worship music. I have favorite playlists. So try and remember what those things are that refresh you, and begin to incorporate them into your life, into your week, and do them. It really will help. And then maybe an obvious one for those that are believers and followers of Christ is to read the Bible, pray, go to church. These days it's online worship services. But for me, drawing close to God, remembering who He was, that He was with me, cared about me and my daughter. Boy, that was crucial for me, being grounded in the truth, in what I knew I could count on. And then just reading good, uplifting things. Maybe not all things that have to do with the issues that our child is struggling with, but maybe a great novel, something that makes you laugh. I love jokes. I do have one joke book one of my granddaughters gave me, but just reading for entertainment, for pure enjoyment. Maybe you don't like to read, but if you do, that might be something you put on your list. But drawing close to God, spending time in His Word, and if you haven't done much of that and you're not sure where to start, the Psalms are wonderful. Half of them are of praise and worship, focusing on God's goodness and His character. And about another half of them are Psalms of lament, expressing sorrow, sadness, fear, anger, kind of a little bit of everything that the human condition experiences. So Psalms, right in the middle of the Bible, are a great place. And then the Gospels, maybe starting with the Gospel of John, are really good, just full of truth. So I hope this is helpful for you today. If you like the video, please share it. If you haven't yet, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope you have a great day. Remember, when the pain is too deep to be alone, don't. Find others to walk with you. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.